Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan, and to my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends, welcome back. If I was to ask you, do you consider yourself lucky right now? Do you consider yourself a lucky person? If right now you're not quite sure, if right now you're remotely struggling to bring forth abundance, to bring forth these manifestations, stick around because I'm going to be talking about how to attract luck and how to bring forth your manifestations faster than ever. Let's get started. You know, my friends, last night I was talking with a friend on the phone as far as manifesting, as far as how it just seems lately that manifesting has become easier and easier. And right now, if you're remotely struggling with manifesting, make sure to watch this video all the way through because I'm going to explain something that's going to help to unlock not only your manifesting powers, but it's going to help to attract more and more luck on a daily basis. And the majority of you, most likely right now, are at least at one point during the day sitting down, doing a meditation and envisioning what you want to have come forth, which is incredibly powerful. But now I ask you this, what are you doing with the rest of your day as far as helping you move along as forward on your journey, helping you bring forth your manifestations? Are you just focusing on the big end goal and then letting go and just letting the universe do what it needs to, let God do what he needs to in order to bring this forth? Or are you constantly working on getting yourself closer to that goal? Because I'm going to give you this as an analogy. And take me 1 minute to explain this to you, and you're going to see, as far as law of attraction, as far as manifesting, in a completely new way. We have a challenge. 2 individuals have to be able to do 100 push-ups. The first individual decides each and every single day, I'm going to just push out as many reps as I possibly can. 1 set, I'm just going to push as hard as I possibly can. But this individual wasn't working out before, therefore wasn't used to doing push-ups. Therefore, the first day only was able to do 15 push-ups. But then the next day, tried again because the person was sore, only got 15 push-ups. But then let's say by the end of the week, let's say they got to 20 push-ups. Then by the end of 2 weeks, 25 push-ups. By the end of the month, let's say 40 push-ups. This person went from literally 15 push-ups to 40 push-ups in a matter of a month, but the goal is still 100 push-ups, so they're still far away from their goal. As far as right now, if you're just meditating and this is the only type of action that you're doing as far as bringing forth your manifestation, you're person number 1. Now imagine this, person number 2, same thing as far as physically. They're exactly same as far as how physically fit they are. But they decide, no matter how many sets it's going to take me, I'm going to pump out 100 push-ups each and every single day. The first day, this person only manages to get 10 push-ups each set. But throughout the day, sporadically throughout the day, they still get their 100 push-ups done. And next thing you know, by the end of the first week, same thing, same as the first person. By the end of the first week, they're only able to get 25 push-ups done. But now by the end of the second week, now they're up to 40 push-ups. And now by the end of the month, they're up to 75 push-ups. And this is what I'm talking about. As far as your manifestation, it's okay to have your big end goal, but start looking on a daily basis, all the small actions that you're able to take, all the intentions you're able to put out in the universe, all the affirmations that you're able to put out, as far as beginning to create little small changes, because this is going to have the compound effect. At first, it might not seem like much is happening, but what's going to happen is it's going to start to attract as far as your big manifestation much quicker, because that person number 1 will most likely need 2 months in order to get 100 push-ups done in 1 set. But the second person, who was doing multiple sets a day, therefore was meditating, putting out intentions, putting out affirmations, envisioning not only their big end goals, but envisioning their days as far as when they knew a meeting or something would be coming up. They would be envisioning the outcome that they wanted to have. They would be speaking out intentions. I intend on speaking clearly, getting my message across to my coworkers, and they will implement what I just presented to them. Start thinking about your reality in this way. Start seeing each and every single time that you're able to manipulate your reality in your favor. And this is only to be used for good. It must come from your heart space. It must come out of love. And that's how you're going to be able to start to speed up your manifestation. And it's the same thing as far as, do you feel lucky right now? Right now, if I ask you, are you a lucky person generally, or do you consider yourself unlucky? Prior to my awakening, I literally thought that there was a curse on me. Our whole entire family thought that there was a curse on us. And it just so happened, after having my spiritual awakening, I discovered that it was an ancestral karmic debt, because from our ancestors, each generation, there's some piece of DNA that gets passed down from one generation to another. Therefore, it was certain things that happened with my ancestors that caused us to have this mentality, as far as being cursed, as far as this lack mentality, as far as not ever being able to truly get something. I always had this false hope. But then I had my awakening. I started to discover all these things. And you don't need to discover all these things. You have to become aware of your thoughts. You have to become aware. Is right now, if something good was to come in your life, would you be hanging on to it for all your life? Would you be allowing yourself to feel that love, joy, and bliss, that happiness, that excitement of receiving it? Or would you be holding back because you're still afraid someone would be taking it away? You really have to start to work on those things, as far as what little gestures, what affirmations, what intentions can you put out there? What can you envision for your day? What outcomes are you looking for in all your different situations? And you're going to notice something. Once you start to tap into this ability and you start to envision and you start to speak into your reality, the desired result that you want, and this desired result, it has to come from your heart space. It can't come from a lack mentality. It can't come from a survival mentality. It's got to come from your heart, as in it's something that I would love to have come forth. It's something that I desire. It's something that I enjoy doing. Once you start doing this, as far as in your everyday life, you're going to start to see that as far as your big manifestations, they're going to come a lot quicker. And not only this, open up to your angel guides, as far as the signs and synchronicities that you need to see to begin to align yourself on the right path. Because as far as these signs and synchronicities, at first you're just going to see them and it's not really going to change anything. But then after a certain while, you're going to start to get the emotion, your intuition. Once your heart chakra is fully open, your intuition is going to begin to guide you. And as this happens, you really start to quiet the mind. And as you quiet the mind, you're able to tap into your heart space. Your heart knows the outcome of each and every single situation before it happens. But you must quiet the mind first. You must let go of that fear, that stress, that worry, that anxiety, all those bottom feeding emotions. You have to let go of them and tap into your heart space. And if you try this, I swear, if you try this for 1 month, example, if you want to bring forth abundance, if you try this for 1 month, you're going to see it might not be a check in the mail. It might not be money directly in your hand, but it could be all of a sudden you start saving on your grocery bill. All of a sudden, you end up switching your cable bill or your phone company. You know what I mean? There's so many different ways that you're able to start to bring forth abundance or start to cut out expenses, but you have to start seeing it as abundance coming forth. And then that extra money you have, reinvest this in yourself. How are you able to invest it in yourself to get you as far as this big manifestation to begin to align you with this? Because it's the same as if I was to tell you, Key, you have to save $5,000. If you only look at that big number, it's going to be really discouraging. If let's say you're only putting $25 a week aside, it's going to be really discouraging as far as when am I ever going to get to this. But if you start setting small goals, medium goals, and long-term goals, you're going to see that it's going to be a lot easier to stick, example, with new habits. It's going to be a lot easier to start thinking in a certain way and to keep, example, a positive mindset. Instead of being pessimistic, you're being optimistic. And whenever you catch yourself, example, if you catch yourself being pessimistic, right away correct that thought. And if those of you able to, binaural beats, start listening to them at nighttime. If you notice that, today I was really pessimistic, it just really nothing was working out, put that on. Just 1 hour to 2 hour per binaural beat. That's all you need to do per night. You can have yourself 3-4 of them per night, and you can have them where if you're waking up and you're not fully energized, you can have waking up feeling all energized. Literally, the binaural beat for absolutely everything. But it starts seeing all these little minor changes that you're able to do to start to bring forth these little, it might seem like little changes, but it's when you compound them, when it's one after another, once you start noticing, it's like, okay, as far as your big manifestation, let's say you had like 50 small changes come forth that help to align you with this big manifestation. Because as far as bringing forth your manifestation, you really have no idea how it's going to come forth. You have no idea as far as all these different signs and synchronicities that you're seeing, all these trails that you're following. You have no idea as far as which one's going to lead you to that manifestation. How are you going to get there? How is it going to come forth? But it's, if you start working on a daily basis, as far as seeing how you're able to change your reality, see how you're able to manipulate your reality, you're going to start to notice that your thoughts with your emotions have much more control as far as your reality. You're going to start to notice that things are turning out in your favor far more often than not. So start doing this. You wake up in the morning, you do your meditation, envisioning your big end goal. Take 10, 15 minutes, plan out your day. What is going to happen, example, at your work day, or what's going to happen with friends or certain individuals? What's going to happen? See what desired outcome you want to have. Speak it into your reality as if it has already happened. Speak these affirmations out, or speak these intentions out. And choose to see the good in everything. Choose to see the positive in anything. If something gets taken away, thank you, God. I'm now ready, willing, and able to receive something better because you have made more room in my life. Start seeing it like this. Because if you're remotely lacking, if you can get yourself into gratitude mode, I call it gratitude overload, literally becoming grateful and thankful for absolutely everything, God in the universe has got no choice but to match that vibrational frequency of abundance, and that's exactly what's going to start to return back to you. So start trying this. As far as on a daily basis, what little minor changes you're able to do to compound, have the compound effect as far as bringing forth your big manifestation. You're going to see in a matter of 3 months, no matter what you want to manifest, you're going to be able to bring it forth because you're going to be taking action on a daily basis. It's going to start to have the compound effect, and it's going to help speed up your manifestation. And if you're ever feeling remotely stressed out, you're feeling worried, you have the anxiety, getting yourself out in nature, leaving your cell phone at home, therefore you're not getting any type of distraction, connecting with Mother Gaia, open up to what are you stressing out about right now, what is causing you to lose some sleep, as an example, and release it. And not only this, speak into your reality as far as the outcome that you desire out of this, and you're gonna see things are gonna start to align more and more. And once you're able to tap into your intuition, you're able to start to feel that love, joy, and bliss. You're able to feel your angels, your guides with you as far as physically feeling them. You're gonna see you're gonna divinely guided and protected, and you have nothing to worry about. Well, that's gonna do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.